He knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Nix to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing Nix. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
The kick by Lutz is good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Well, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Purdy off the play fake. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, no, his first throw of his Super Bowl is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Nix. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Hardman on a return. That'll go as a punt of 44 yards that time. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Purdy looking to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd and 2.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. Up.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here.
Yellow. 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 18. Up.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. And we've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 3-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
To throw, here's Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. Now inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. It's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. They go play action here. Purdy to the sideline. Wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Yellow.
Back to throw, Purdy. Down there, right side, it's McCaffrey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. That is caught. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
If this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen, here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Touchdown 49ers! George Kittle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Jake Moody now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Broncos 10, 49ers 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Out of the end zone comes Smith. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Here's Nix. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Harvey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Harvey will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Sometimes offensive, you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the whole arm and finish in the end zone.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And taken down just shy of the 40. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Look.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos on 11. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 10 yards out.
And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Nick's going to tap this forward. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He'll get back to play to Franklin.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down at a yard.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 124 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
6-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Get set. Get set.
Now Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. He's got room to roam. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
21.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Can't.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Get set.
Throwing here, Purdy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the 49ers have regained the lead in the 2nd half of this Super Bowl. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Nix to the air. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take a run. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now it's Nix. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Nick's going to tap this forward.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
What's good on the extra point? And that gives them a 3-point lead.
49ers, 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Powering his way forward. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Almost set. Ready. Go.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Broncos are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Lutz with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Broncos 31, 49ers 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Get set.
Purdy to throw. He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Purdy to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
They'll come up now on second down. Here's Purdy. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing, Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now he's able to break to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. The 49ers now are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Here's Hardman to return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That is incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
To throw is Purdy. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Isaiah Foskey brings him down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Purdy with one final shot here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nick Bonito. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Commissioner Goodell going to make the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to the Denver Broncos. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.